class. My name is James and I'm your teacher for Pre-16. Just want to make a quick video for you guys, well, a not so quick video, to help you get accustomed to using Gradescope and Canvas. So here's the Canvas dashboard, and you can see all the classes that you have, as well as maybe some old ones. I don't really want those old ones, so for Math C, which is in summer session 2, I'm going to move it. I'm going to unfavorite it. I'm also going to do the same with this class here. Oops, I didn't mean to click on it. Let's go back to the dashboard. Unfavorite that one as well. And let's pretend like I accidentally unfavorited our class because, well, I'm not going to accidentally, I'm actually going to do it. Oh no, I want that class back. So I go to courses, I go to all courses, and I click on the one that I want, which is this one here. All right, that's our pre-16A class, workload 910002. Back to the dashboard. And then we can, I like to change the name personally so that it actually says the class name that I'm familiar with. And I also want to change the color to something I find more appealing, but you can pick whatever color you want. So let's go ahead and explore the Canvas shell for this course. So lots of things on the left here. I call these the tabs. I think that's what they're called. When you enter the class, this will be the home page. It's the syllabus. So if you click on home, it'll literally just take you back to the same spot. This has all of the syllabus information, as well as you can see on the right-hand side here, a list of things that are coming up. So we have class at 1 p.m. We have homework A due on October 2nd at noon. We have class on October 2nd, quiz 0, etc. So this shows you like the next however many things, whether they're class meetings or assignments or quizzes or midterms. At the top here, we have the class time. We have office hours, which are every day except for Wednesday from 11 to 12 and Wednesday 10 to 11. We have the Zoom link. So when class is happening from 1 to 2, if you click here, you'll actually be able to get into class. If you do it now, it'll just open up a thing that doesn't have anything. I wonder if it'll actually open up here. Yeah, so like you can see, great, nothing's happening here. I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna end the meeting for all. Yeah, great, so good, stop. You can change your settings. I have my settings so that it records there's a recording made of the class that is saved on my computer, and I will upload that after class as soon as I've edited it. So if you've missed class, you can still watch the video later. Here's some course information, just talking about like what we're going to cover in the class. Also a note that passing the class still means you have to take the math placement test if you want to take either 16A or 17A or 21A. You can find more info here. As far as homework, quizzes, and exams, homework is assigned almost every day. In fact, it is visible on the schedule, which is right down here. So if you want to take a look at that for just 1 second, it's downloading something. Awesome. So here's the schedule, and it shows when things are due. This is actually an older version of the schedule. I'll make sure the correct one is uploaded when we get there. But it shows like homework A is due on this day, homework B is due on this day, and so on and so on and so forth. This shows when the quizzes are, when the midterms are, etc. There's a couple initial things that aren't on this one, but I will definitely fix that. What else have we got here? So homework, the homework is not accepted. It is due essentially the next class day by noon. What else? Midterm exams will be on the October 23rd, November 20th. You'll have a full day to take them, but once you start them, you will only have a 2-hour window. Or I guess maybe I said that backward. You have a 24-hour window to take them, but once you start them, you only have 120 minutes or 2 hours to actually complete them and upload your work, which should be plenty of time. Final exam is very similar. The quizzes, on the other hand, you'll be doing on Gradescope, and there's a whole video about that I encourage everyone to watch. As far as the units for the class carries 3 workload units, meaning they do not apply towards graduation, but do apply towards being a full-time student for financial aid, visa status, and minimum progress reasons. This class is a pass-no-pass class, and 70% is a sufficient grade to pass the class. But you do want to try and do your best, of course, so that you can adequately prepare yourself for whatever future math classes you'll be taking. Here's how I'll be calculating grades, either the first way or the second way, whichever way happens to be more beneficial for you. The grading scheme that is set up on Canvas is the first one, and I will do the second one on my own to see which is better, and if this happens to be a higher grade, then I will give you the higher grade. My intention is for everyone to pass as long as they do the work they need to pass. Everyone's welcome, of course. Here's another link to the Zoom office hours again. Here's a link to my email. I'm very easy to get a hold of. You can also, well, I'll get to that in a minute actually. As far as course accessibility and accommodations, if you have any accommodations from the Student Disability Center, please let me know or contact them. And then below all this information, you'll see all the things that come up as they're due, the whole entire list of every dang thing. Great, so let's take a look at the modules. So the modules kind of have everything that we're doing laid out. So it has all of this stuff. Getting started with the class. Here's a self-assessment to see if you're actually ready for the class. So some of you might think maybe I'm not ready. You might want to take this algebra skills assessment and see if maybe Math D is a better place for you. And then there's all these videos to watch about how to do things. I really, really, really want you to watch these videos. Watch this intro video is literally the video I'm making right now. But like there's this how to scan your work video. And then you can click on this and there's a video of me showing you how to scan your work. Very good time. So do watch these how these things work videos if you have any questions about anything. And then we have module 0. So module 0, there's quiz 0, which is about how to type math in Gradescope. So then you'll click on the thing to load the thing in Gradescope. Also, here's another link with the same video about how to do quizzes in Gradescope. And so on and so forth. So then we get down to Class A, which has the homework assignment. So if you click on this, it'll show you homework A is going to be referencing problem solving number 5, which you can click on this to show you just a preview of it. And we want to do problems 14 through 26 by 2. So that's 14, 16, 18, all the way through 26. And then same deal here. And this there's instructions below about how to submit your homework assignment. There's also a video about that. If you go back to the modules, you can see right here, there's a how to submit homework in Canvas video. And then it's actually the same as the scanning and uploading video. I tried to do 2 in 1 there. Back to the modules for just 1 minute. So module 0 has a few things, quiz 0, homework 0, midterm 0. You should do all those. And then we get down to Class A. It's got the homework A, which we just clicked on. It's got the notes from Class A. So these are the blank notes that we're going to kind of work from. They're kind of taking the place of a textbook in this course. So we're going to kind of work through this as a class together. And that's kind of what we're going to do each day is Class A will work through the notes from Class A, Class B, etc. And if you go back, there's also completed notes that I've already done from a previous class. So if you want to kind of see what's happening or you maybe missed class, you can see, oh, this is the work we're actually going to do. And then there are subsequent modules. There's Class B, Class C, and so on and so on and so on. You don't see the quizzes right now because I have unpublished them, but they will definitely show up, except for quiz 0. But at the bottom, you will see the problem solving sheet. So if you don't want to access them from the module, you can access them at the bottom. And then below that, there's actually the solutions to all of the odd problems. So if you're ever kind of stuck working on something, you can always go and look at a solution to a similar odd problem to try and figure out how it's done. You can also contact me. You can also post a discussion. Assignments. So you can obviously find the assignment in the modules. You can also find all the assignments in the assignments. I personally don't love the way this assignment layout is. I prefer to show by type. So you can change that. So then if I'm showing by type, it shows all the homeworks first, then all the quizzes, then the midterms and the final exam. I don't know if you can get the quiz 1 yet. As I was saying, if you look at the assignments, if you look down at quiz 1, for example, in addition to doing the quiz on Gradescope, so you'll click this Gradescope thing, it won't take you to quiz 1 because it's not available yet. But if you click on it, right, you don't see quiz 1, but you can see quiz 0. And you can see that there's all sorts of stuff to do. You should definitely watch the video for how to do quiz 0, which is how to type math in Gradescope. So what I did want to say though is after you've done the quiz in Gradescope, then you're going to want to upload the PDF of your work, and then you'll do that by submitting assignment. So you'll submit the assignment, you'll have uploaded your work, and then you will choose your file to upload. etc., etc. Okay, but we're not going to actually do that. Let's cancel that. There are also discussions, which is a nice place for you guys to talk to each other and to me. So if you have a question about the class or about some mathematical subject and you want kind of other students to offer feedback, this is a great place to do that. It's also a place where I will see what you've written, so I can chime in as well. Here's all the course files that are available to you. Some of them might not be available. Like I don't see like the quizzes or the midterm certificate because I made those unpublished. But if you're ever looking for something and you can't seem to find it in a module or in the assignment, you can always go to files and try and find it there. There are some templates for graphing if you want that, which we'll get to kind of later in the course. And then finally, on the left-hand side here, there's the Gradescope link, which will just take you to Gradescope. It'll take you to the assignments, I think. And go back to my dashboard. So my Gradescope, this is my fake student that has these two classes and their Gradescope. And then finally, we can also look at grades. Nothing's been graded yet, but you can see your things that have been, I've submitted homework 0 as a student. It hasn't been graded yet. And then finally, if you click on the Zoom thing here, you will also see, you should see, I guess we don't see. That's a bummer. I thought I'd done a thing. Oh well. Oh. Cool. Oh, it's because cookies are blocked. That's dumb. Anyway, so, yeah, week. Anyway, if you click here, it'll take you to Zoom where you'll see all the meetings for the class. So if you're trying, I don't know, it doesn't seem particularly necessary, but you might want to take a look at that. That's about it as far as Canvas goes. Back to the dashboard, 316. Yeah, I think that's it. We've also got a Gradescope, which we talked about. Zoom, fairly straightforward. And then the only thing I'll say is I would also encourage you all to get familiar with Desmos. It's a useful tool. It's nice for graphing things like y equals x squared. Awesome. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys in about a week. I should also say, once you've watched this, I would encourage you to go ahead and work on the assignments that are in module number 0. So I would encourage you to watch this intro video, which if you're watching this, you don't need to watch it because you've already watched it. And then look at the Zoom tips and also like all these how things work videos. And then I would really encourage you to do quiz 0, homework 0, and midterm 0 can wait, but it's also something good to do. Midterm 0 is about how to submit a midterm through Gradescope, and also make sure you've selected the questions or assigned the questions and pages correctly. So I will leave it at that. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you in about a week, and I will see you soon.